All right, to build the rooftop, you're going to have to get creative with some paper crushing. The only way to do this is by crushing it, which means it might not turn out well for you, so you have to keep trying until you can get it to work properly. If you need more brown paper bags, I have more, but do give it a good try your first time. My advice to you is get your brown paper bag, cut off the bottom, and then cut the whole thing in half vertically, and then cut the whole thing in half again horizontally. So you're going to end up with two huge sections. Wrap the sections around. So there's one here, that's one section, and here's the other section. Try and get them to fit. Now, before you go any further, go back to the bowl and cover this whole thing in glue. Give it a nice good coating of glue, and now that you've kind of got it roughly shaped, squish it all back down and then put glue in any of the cracks. And this is where it's going to get kind of weird because you actually push another paper plate on top and on bottom. So your brown paper is now sandwiched in between three bowls. You've got the bottom bowl, the top bowl, and then the bowl that you covered in glue and pushed it on initially. Squish it really hard for about a minute. Squish all around the edges, all over here around the lip of it, squish down at the bottom and the base. When you're done, it'll come out looking like this. Then you're going to have to cut. It's going to have the exposed lip of the paper here, the paper of the bowl. Cut all of that off and trim all the little bits of extra brown paper. Once you've done that, you can rest the brown paper on top. Now, it will eventually look like this when it's done. There are some problems, however, with mine. I don't have my birch bark covered. There's no color at all. So it doesn't even look like a birch bark house. If you colored yours, it's going to have the appearance. Also, my walls aren't colored. And my brown or my paper bowl right here is still white. If I would have taken the time to color it, it would have actually looked more realistic. Other things that we're going to do is we have to make an entrance, and we'll do that with the residual brown paper bag as soon as I figure out an effective way that will hold up, because each time I do it, it falls apart. Maybe we can figure that out together in class. But we are going to need to make some type of entrance into this, and then we are going to need to glue the whole thing onto a white paper plate, and then we'll decorate them by fluffing some cotton up and sticking it on the sides, because the birch bark houses is what they use in spring all the way through fall, and sometimes they get snow on the sides. So we're going to build up a little bit of the snow along the sides to make it look a little bit more realistic.